But do you look back and wonder, wow, look at all the success I've attained though?
Definitely. I mean, that's a blessing.
This is always what I wanted to do, so I always asked for this. I
prayed him.
Yeah, so doing a lot.
No,
so I prayed for this. So now that I have it, it's like, this is my job, this is like my 9 to 5, and it's fun. Yeah. It's fun.
Attaining success, I've gone through a lot of turmoil and a lot of devastation, a lot of problems, but it made me stronger.
From Pam Grier, the actress, and she's like a mother to me now, and I was raised on her movies, and I liked her.
Did you watch all of her films?
Oh, everything from Sheba Baby to Coffee to Friday Forster to Foxy Brown, yeah, everything.
Yeah.
If I ever become a rapper, I would want to be named after her. So I'm like Baby Foxy, she's the OG Foxy. You know, I was a voice, at least I think I served my purpose and made my mark in the industry.
Foxy Brown's rise to stardom was anything but ordinary, and her downfall even more unbelievable. She went from being hip-hop's next queen to fighting lawsuits, feuds, and a heartbreaking medical diagnosis. At just 17, she was already a household name. But as quickly as she climbed, things started to unravel. And now, Foxy Brown's latest news is way more than just a throwback drama. It's a saga of betrayal, broken contracts, shocking arrests, and even a wild incident where her own hearing aid got snatched in a street attack. Add in a violent cruise ship meltdown, an unexpected baby, and whispers about her ties to Jay-Z and Diddy's lawsuits. And you've got the kind of story that feels almost too wild to be real, but it is. So what really happened behind the scenes? What pushed Foxy Brown from rap royalty to courtroom regular? And is there still hope for a full comeback? Let's spill every last drop of this tea and see where it all went wrong. Before everything went sideways, Foxy Brown, real name Inga Marchand, was just a girl from Brooklyn's Park Slope with big dreams and even bigger bars. Born to Trinidadian immigrant parents, she watched her peers get pulled into cycles of teen pregnancy and welfare, but she had other plans. At first, she wanted to be a criminal justice attorney, but by age 14, it was clear she had a gift for rhyming. That talent didn't go unnoticed. DJ Clark Kent and Tone from Trackmasters saw the star potential and started guiding her. Early on, she used stage names like Queen Nefertiti and Big Shorty before finally landing on the one that stuck, Foxy Brown, inspired by Pam Grier's iconic 1974 film character. Her style was fearless, explicit, and luxurious. And at just 15, she linked with Jay-Z, igniting a musical partnership that helped her gain traction fast. With features on LL Cool J's I Shot Ya remix and Jay-Z's Ain't No, Foxy Brown was making major noise. By 17, she was a star in her own right. Rumors of romantic links to Jay-Z, Allen Iverson, and Master P kept her name buzzing. But it was her music that truly hit. Her debut album, Il Na Na, dropped in 1996 and went platinum almost immediately. Meanwhile, her friendship with Lil' Kim was also heating up. At first, they talked for hours, dreamed big, and even promised to support each other forever. But that wouldn't last. As their careers soared, competition crept in. Foxy Brown's rise was meteoric, and with a growing list of fans and features, she was on track to dominate hip-hop. But behind the scenes, personal struggles, legal problems, and a series of brutal betrayals were already waiting to snatch the crown. Foxy Brown's scandal update starts where things start to unravel. In 1997, when she was arrested at a Holiday Inn for spitting on staff and threatening them over a missing iron. That was only the beginning. Her career stayed on fire with her second album, China Doll, debuting at #1 in 1999, but so did her temper. During a press run for that album, she physically attacked a Vibe journalist over claims in an article she didn't like. And things got even messier with her then-fiancé, rapper Corrupt. He accused her of cheating with DMX and called off their engagement. Foxy denied it, blaming Eve for starting the rumor. That breakup was a disaster, but worse was on the way. In 2000, she crashed her Range Rover after her brakes failed, only to be cited for driving with a suspended license. Around that time, she entered rehab for prescription pills. And as if her feud with Lil' Kim couldn't get worse, it turned violent. A shooting outside Hot 97 in 2001 was tied directly to the fallout from Foxy's lyrics. Kim ended up serving a year in jail for lying about her involvement. Foxy tried to make peace, but Kim wasn't having it. Still, Foxy pushed forward. Her third album, Broken Silence, dropped in 2001 and did well. She got engaged again, this time to dancehall artist Spraga Benz, and tried to shift the narrative, but trouble always found her. In 2002, she was arrested in Jamaica for punching a cop. Then in 2003, another disaster. Her anticipated album, Il Na Na 2, The Fever, was shelved. That's when she found out Diddy secretly owned 50% of her contract. Furious and blindsided, she got out of her Def Jam deal, but said the stress caused her to suffer a miscarriage. Her engagement to Spraga fell apart soon after. In 2004, she assaulted two nail salon workers over a $20 bill and was sentenced to probation and anger management. Things looked up briefly when Jay-Z became president of Def Jam and re-signed her. But then came the biggest hit of all. In 2005, she woke up completely deaf. A viral infection had destroyed her hearing overnight. She underwent surgery in 2006 and partially recovered but needed hearing aids. Her comeback plans got delayed, and in 2007, she was arrested again for spitting on a beauty store employee and throwing glue. Then came one of the wildest twists. Her boyfriend, Timothy Collier, turned out to be a pimp. After she dumped him, he sent 3 women to attack her. They stole her purse, ripped out her weave, and even took her hearing aid. Foxy refused to testify, so the case was dropped. Months later, she was in another fight with a neighbor and threw a BlackBerry, knocking out the woman's tooth. After being pulled over with a suspended license and lying to police, the judge had had enough. In 2007, she was sentenced to 8 months in jail for violating probation. A week after getting out, she took a plea deal in the beauty store assault. In 2008, she finally dropped Brooklyn's Don Diva, but it got buried under rumors she was engaged to Rick Ross. In 2010, she violated a restraining order by allegedly flashing her neighbor. The case was dismissed, but the chaos didn't stop. In 2011, she was removed from a fashion show for locking herself in a bathroom. Then she got kicked off a cruise ship after arriving 3 hours late to a nail appointment and screaming at staff. She was confined to her cabin and flown home. In 2013, a blog falsely claimed she accused Jay-Z of having an STD and liking trans women. Foxy called it a lie, and Jay-Z dismissed it in a lyric. But the tension between them never fully died. Years passed with little public drama until 2017. Foxy resurfaced during Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma's feud, siding with Nicki. Then, Wendy Williams revealed Foxy had quietly had a baby girl. Foxy confirmed it and posted a video of Spraga Ben's caption, "Daddy," fueling speculation he was the father. She didn't confirm. Fast forward to 2024, and things exploded again. Her former lawyer, Salvatore Strazulo, died mysteriously in his car. Turns out he was under investigation for running a Ponzi scheme and had stolen nearly $5 million from elderly clients. Foxy had worked with him during a mooning case in 2011. Then came the biggest headline. Yet, Jay-Z and Diddy were hit with a lawsuit accusing them of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. Jay-Z called the lawsuit blackmail and refused to settle. Foxy posted 2 cryptic Instagram stories. Wait, and wow, that many took as her response. Her old ties to Jay-Z resurfaced, with renewed speculation about an alleged underage relationship she had already denied. She clapped back hard, calling the rumors fake news and claiming no NDA could silence her if she wanted to talk. As of now, she hasn't been pulled into the case, but her name remains tangled in the fallout. And just like that, Foxy Brown's scandal update took yet another jaw-dropping turn. When you really lay it all out, it's hard not to feel a mix of things. On one hand, Foxy Brown had talent that could have taken her even further than she went. Her bars were sharp, her presence magnetic, and her confidence unmatched. But on the other hand, her story is packed with moments of self-destruction, chaos, and straight-up bad choices. She attacked journalists, violated court orders, and racked up a list of charges longer than some people's discographies. Then again, how much of it was survival mode? Getting betrayed by your label, watching your engagement implode over lies, then losing your hearing overnight. That's not just tough, that's traumatic. And somehow, she kept trying. She didn't stop after the hearing loss. she didn't disappear after jail. Even after getting jumped and having her hearing aid stolen, she still dropped music. That's not just persistence, that's grit. And let's not ignore the bigger picture. Foxy Brown was one of the first female rappers to own her sexuality, her power, and her style without apology. While her feud with Lil' Kim turned nasty, they both helped shape a generation of bold, fearless women in rap. And Foxy's influence, still everywhere. Even if the music didn't keep charting, her attitude did. So what do we make of it all? Maybe it's not about choosing between success and scandal, talent or trouble. Maybe Foxy Brown's legacy lives right in the middle, complicated, unfiltered, and unforgettable. Let's get into some juicy little-known facts that flew under the radar. First off, before Def Jam scooped her up, Foxy actually got rejected by Puff Daddy at Bad Boy Records. Wild, right? And then, after she blew up, Puff came crawling back, trying to sign her again. But she said nope. Also, her nickname, Il Na Na, wasn't just a catchy album title. It came from Nas himself, who originally called her Nana as a term of affection. That nickname became her brand. Foxy was also almost part of Junior MAFIA before Lil' Kim took the role, which could have changed everything. And let's not forget she was only 17 when she dropped that scandalous verse on LL Cool J's remix of I Shot Ya, talking about being disease-infested and unapologetically explicit. That moment defined her as fearless from the start. Another little twist, she was once engaged to Sprague Benz, and even though they broke up, she later posted him as daddy after her baby was born. She's never officially confirmed he's the father, but the post definitely raised eyebrows. Plus, Foxy was this close to being a key witness in the Keefe D case related to Tupac's murder. There were reports she was with people tied to the night Tupac died, which would have made her timeline crucial. That testimony never came to light, but the possibility still lingers. And one more shocker, her former lawyer, who died in 2024, wasn't just handling a Ponzi scheme. He was under indictment for stealing from multiple elderly clients. And he used the money to fund hotel suites, luxury cars, and fine dining while his victims were left broke. The fact that this man once represented Foxy Brown during a case where she was accused of mooning a neighbor, you can't make this stuff up. Foxy Brown's latest news is more than a headline. It's a whole life of highs, heartbreaks, and hard lessons. She came into the game swinging, dominating the mic as a teenager, and proving that women in rap didn't have to play nice. But the same fire that made her unstoppable on tracks also made her reckless in real life. Her legal troubles weren't random. They were stacked, messy, and often violent. Her hearing loss should have been the final curtain, but she pushed through. Even jail didn't stop her from dreaming about a comeback. And now, with her name back in the mix thanks to a bombshell lawsuit involving Jay-Z, people are asking the same question again. Is this really the end of Foxy Brown? Or just another plot twist in a wild life story that still isn't finished? Do you think she'll ever return to music? Or has the industry already moved on without her? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives just like this one. Trust, you don't want to miss what we're digging into next.